My name's Andrea Anderson. I'm a person of long-term recovery. I'm recovering from substance use disorder, and before I came into recovery, I felt like recovery was a secret society. I knew people that I was using with that would talk about recovery, and I would ask them questions, and they would say, well, I don't want to talk about it. So I figured it was like blood in, blood out, like a gang thing. You didn't talk about it. So I never really probed anybody because nobody would ever share their recovery story with me while we were using. I started IV use at the age of 15. I was introduced to it from some older friends of mine. And I knew as soon as I used that way that I was in trouble. And I tried to control that using for the next multiple years of my life. And I failed miserably. I started getting arrested when I was 22, 23. And I learned that I could not do probation. I could not put down my substances to do probation. So many jail sentences later, I finally went to prison. And when I got out of prison the first time, I went right back to using. And this time it was worse. I started doing things that I'm ashamed of, that held me in bondage even longer. So my when you knew moment was, I was headed to prison the second time within a year and a half. And I was desperate, homeless, doing despicable things for a drug that I absolutely hated. And I asked to see a minister because I just felt like God was punishing me. And she explained that God was saving me, and if I gave my heart to God, that my life would change. And we did a little prayer, and I was instantly changed. And I knew in my heart of heart that I never had to use again, and I could start a new way of life. So I moved here. I changed people, places, and things. I went into treatment. My life is fabulous now. So I'm free. You know, it's not about the material things or monetary things I have. It's about the peace I have. And I no longer have to run from myself. And I'm creating a life that I no longer have to run from. It's the biggest freedom I've ever had. There is hope. You don't have to continue to live that way of life. Like, there's a solution, you know? You don't have to use no matter what. You don't have to drink no matter what. And this is such the easier, softer way. You know, the daily maintenance I do on my recovery is so much easier than what I had to do to support a habit that held me in bondage every day. This is so much easier, and it's so freeing. And I get to go to work. I get to do things. I get to have a life. I get to do all the wonderful things and be part of society. And it's just, there's hope. Reach out, get help.